So I'm very aware that a lot of people like the visuals and the voiceovers. So perhaps they can just pop their earphones in and listen rather than reading endless portions of text on PDFs. So hopefully this visual helps. So we've discussed the trapezius in the other video, but we can also look at the back muscles. So when horses are stood for long periods of time, tense, huddled in the cold, then you're going to have several muscle groups that are going to become sore or tight. And if you have a look at this back muscle, the yellow muscle, the latissimus dorsi, then if the horse is stood for prolonged periods of time, bracing the top line and limiting movement, that latissimus dorsi can shorten if the back rounds or even if the back hollows for any length of time. And you can't really see on this diagram, but this yellow muscle, the latissimus dorsi, it runs down and actually inserts into the humerus. So you can imagine if this yellow muscle in the back area here, the latissimus dorsi, if this shortens and gets stuck in tension and it actually inserts onto the humerus, this is really going to make the horse struggle to get those forelimb protraction, those lengthened strides. This is going to hold onto the forelimb and shorten those strides, basically limit the movement. So you can see why even just muscles along the back and even into the hindquarters there can actually inhibit, good movement through the forelimbs. And then underneath that yellow muscle, so underneath the latissimus dorsi, you can see an orangey red one there. That little portion can kind of highlight the serratus muscle, the serratus ventralis thoracis, and that supports the horse's forelimbs, sort of supports the trunk, I beg your pardon, between the horse's forelimbs. So again, this can also tighten if the horse's posture is restricted or if the stride length is reduced. So it's all connected, but I think it's just really handy to have a look at these on the diagrams as I'm actually chatting about them because it just helps. You can also see in the hindquarters there, as the horse tucks the hind limbs underneath them to huddle and keep warm. You can see the large green area, the biceps, all those areas that are shown in the diagrams in the rest of the CPD are all affected and can tighten.